Now for what I'd probably consider one of the best builds within this entire game, the inner monk for T16 speed farming. Now even if you don't main a monk, I really recommend making this build for any other character because it's by far the best build for speed farming regular rifts to get great keys. The sheer movement speed and dashing potential for this build is just insane, and if you optimize it and play correctly, you can get over 200 great keystones per hour. In terms of gear, here we have an Echoing Fury and with a soul shot Stain of Sin. Now the most important factor here is that you gain an additional rift progress orb when you kill an elite enemy. Now if you are struggling with damage, you could go with the Dregs of Lies with cold damage and then the stacking buff from 1 to 100 in terms of pit damage. But if you can play with the Stain of Sin, this would be a massive time saver because it gives you more progress orbs every rift you do. And it should be doable to play with it even at say 800 or 1000 paragon as long as your gear is decent. Now for the range, using average band here to get the increased pickup radius for gold and everything like that. We're seeing the Rage's Ring of Larceny. Now there are two major factors here you want to consider. There's the chance of fear and hit, as you can see is 4.3. And then there's also the increased movement speed for 4 seconds after fearing. So basically this ring will fear the enemy and then also give you more movement speed once they are feared. So it's really important that you get high in both of them, especially the chance to fear and hit, but also the movement speed itself. Now another good thing is that Echoing Fury also gives you chance of fear and hit, so you basically have this buff up all the time. So for the gloves you want dexterity, crit damage, crit chance, cool reduction. For the shoes you want dexterity, vitality, cooldown, and Mr. God damage. For the helmet, you want dexterity, vitality, crit chance. And for Slave of Terror, you want dexterity, you want attack speed, and crit chance for every spell on cooldown. We're also actually using the Oracle's chest here, and you want dexterity, vitality, Mr. God damage. For the belt, you want dexterity, vitality, all resistance, and percent life. For the pants, dexterity, vitality, all resistance. And for the boots, you actually use the inners here, you want dexterity, vitality, all resistance, and armor. For the amulet, using Scourge Amulet, you want cold damage, you want crit damage, and crit chance. Now for the braces, we're using the Warsession Armor Guards for the increased movement speed when you destroy an object. And here you want cold damage, crit chance, and dexterity. And of course, as the other weapon, you want high damage roll, you want percent damage and cooldown action, and of course also a high secondary. I would say 9 or 10 seconds is a must. For the gems, using Bane the Trap for increased damage, we're using Enforcer for even more damage, and then also the Boon of the Hoarder for increased gold, and then also movement speed when you pick up this gold. For the cube, Mrs. Weaver for increased cooldown action, Crutus Boots for increased Mystic Eye damage, and of course also the Ring for a Grandeur. So you can have Oracles and Inners on at the same time. You want Serenity Ascension, you want Mystic Ally, Water Ally, you want Magical Conviction with Annihilation. Now you do gain the base effect of the spell from the inner build, but what we're after is the passive so you get more movement speed. You want Breath of Haven for even more movement speed. You want Dash Strike Quicksilver to of course dash around. Epiphany Desert Shroud for toughness. And you want Fleet Footed for movement speed, Seized Initiative for attack speed. Near the experience, you could also swap this to Unity for more damage. And then Beacon of Yidar for cooldown reduction. Now in my opinion, this is a must-have build for anyone playing this season really. And it's most likely also gonna be the best build for speed farming any T16 in the future. Even next season, let's say the build actually gets nerfed in terms of like the Mystic Ally gets nerfed, this will still be the best build for speed farming T16, unless there's something like major nerfs, but you really need to make this build now. Now, if you want an in-depth guide on how you can farm thousands of paragon per season, then watch this video here, as a full in-depth video explaining how you can get to paragon 3 and 4000 paragon every season.